229 TV.
229 TV presents another episode of Check the Mic with your host, Big Player the Mayor. We got a special guest in the building, none other than the lovely China Monai. Keep it locked. Let's get it.
Check the mic, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check the mic, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Are you a star or not? You got them balls or not? Is your shit hard or not? We gon' see when you check the mic. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check the mic, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Are you a star or not? You got them balls or not? Is your shit hard or not? Well, we gon' see when you check the mic.
Welcome to another episode of Check the Mic, brought to you by 229 TV. I'm your host, Big Player the Mayor. Man, we got a super special guest in the building. I personally like to crown her as like one of the top females of the game, just because of my experience in the 229 from, let's go and say it, about 15 years now. I've been in this shit 15 years. And I can count as many as females that they came and, you know, really put their foot on these niggas' necks. And this is one of the females that then put her foot on the neck, and she got this shit in the chokehold. Without further ado, we got China Monai in the building. What's up, sir?
What's good?
What's up, man?
I'm good, man.
You shining. You look like I ain't seen you since 2019. It's 2023. You look good. You glowing.
Years, most definitely.
You popping right now. Every time I get on social media, I see you doing your thing. You on the road.
Big motion.
Big motion. Like how has the change been? Cause I've been knowing you.
Yeah.
Like how has that been?
Great, man. Like a lot of work, a lot of hard work. I just, like you said, got my foot on their neck. I ain't giving up. Like I just keep going.
Like you one of the artists, I'm finna get in my bag now, I'm in good shape. You one of the artists that I know folks really weren't rocking with you at first.
Most definitely. They wasn't talking about nothing. They wasn't believing in me. They wasn't really looking my way. And it's cool because I understand, like, I ain't give y'all a reason to. You feel me? But at the same time, like, I was really low key with it. Because I didn't know if I wanted to do this or not. It just came. Because I always, like, had a passion for music. Mm-hmm. And Swayze Baby being one of my favorite artists, I always looked at him and actually got to know him. So I kind of got, close to him, figuring it out. But I really grinded on my own, like, put myself in position, just getting around the whole situation. And I'm here. Big time.
Like you mentioned one of my player partners, Swayze Baby. Like I said, we know each other. We like family. I seen you go, like, you was figuring it out, trying to do your thing. Folks won't take you serious. They won't take none of us serious.
Yeah.
You get with Swayze, y'all collab, y'all do things. That's one of your favorite artists, like you said. I seen the shift in the music. Mm-hmm. Not to say you was bad. You always been dope. But I was
horrible. I was horrible at first.
Nah, I ain't gonna say you was horrible because I heard words, but
I was getting better though.
People gotta understand this also too. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's not just music. Also, you gotta have the image and the swag with it. So like I seen you create all that shit in one. Mm-hmm. Then Swayze come in and the music just like you got more comfortable with it. I'm gonna say it like that.
Yep.
And now like
confident and everything.
Like you in your bag now. How did that feel? So now like I see the confidence in you. Just make a long story short. Like,
it feels good.
How that confidence feel?
Like I still can't believe I'm who I am to this day. Like, cause I never thought I would actually be somebody, like make it. Like I got a name. I made a name for myself and I left my city and did it. So it's like, I don't know. It's an honor, man. I love it. It's a whole lot of work though. Like, but I haven't even really sat back and just look at the beginning China to now. Cause I'm always working. So when I actually hear somebody say, "Oh, I remember you from Olive Garden," or "I remember you from here and there," and I'm like, "Dang, that's crazy. I was doing that, or I was, looking like that at that time." But yeah,
grow. Now you said you ain't know if you really wanted to do it or not. Mm-hmm. Like what was?
It was cause I didn't know. I didn't know what to do, how to do it. I didn't know how to put a song together. I didn't know what was the highlights, the leads, and all that stuff, like how to stack things. And it was like I was trying to ask, but you know how niggas are, like people are. They be men with female, we want to do. I'm like, bro, I ain't trying to do all that. I'm just trying to really learn and work and get my shit together. But yeah, so it just happened. I always knew that I wanted to do music, but I didn't think I was actually be an artist.
It's crazy you say that, cause like, looking at your social media, like you real act, like you on TikTok, you on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, your shit hard. You going viral. So it's like when you say you ain't know if you want to do it or not, it's crazy because like it seemed like you was born for it because you just full of energy. It's in you, not on you.
It's in me. Yeah, it's in me. It's all I know now. And like I love performing. Like I can tell, bro. I love performing. That's the best part for me. Like putting on a show and actually getting reaction from the crowds and they really like into me. I love it. I love the energy. Like it just lighten me up.
So what really got you into like wanting to deal with music?
Get into it. Like I said, I had a passion for music. I always loved to perform. I love to watch the music videos like BET, MTV, all the big time people who do shows like Beyonce, Chris Brown. Anybody that do on the show, I love watching it. But like I said, I ain't never thought I'd actually do it. But my uncle Morrell, he actually recently died from COVID. But he the first person to put me like in the studio in Tampa. And his label was Street Team Entertainment. So it started off when I was in high school, 12th grade. I started writing first because I was very shy. I ain't like to talk. And I was one of them, walk with my head down, felt like a little ugly duckling and all of that. So I was kind of like express my feelings through writing. And my uncle, like I said, he had the studio and stuff. So me and my sister, we created like a little group called CNC. She was the rapper at the time. I was the singer. And he gave me a shot. We was working with him and stuff. Me and my sister, we made like 3 songs. And one day, she had invited our rivals over. Like, he didn't like them people. So they came over to our house and he got mad. So he kicked us out the studio. So I stopped doing music. I didn't want to do it no more because I was pissed off about it. And I didn't get back into it, so I moved back to Albany like 2014. I moved back to Albany and then started hanging around people that was into the music and got around the music scene and kind of started back all
2014. Yeah. Who was buzzing in 2014?
Swayze. Who I listened to? Swayze on the radio. Speaker Knockers. Who else? It was them the main 2 I was listening to around that time. But yeah.
2014. I was retired then, so you get a pass by that. I was about to say, God damn, but I retired 2014. I was out the game. High school. Mm-hmm. You was one of the popular ones in high school?
I started getting popular. Because I know what I'm saying, when you get into a grade, start feeling that. Start getting into my little grown head. Start looking good. But yeah, then college. I turned up in college. Like I went to college in Miami and I became a stepper. Like I always like performing. So I didn't even know how to step. I just watched the best person who was stepping and she was a big girl. And so I used to watch her and kind of like looking at her moves and then adding it to my thing to where I became the step master of the whole step team and ended up taking us to the, Wild Out Wednesday on 106 and Park. That was my first time on TV. They flew us out for 3 days and that was lit. So like I said, I always like performing and dancing and shit. So
what would you consider yourself? A rapper, artist, entertainer?
I'm just a creator.
That's how I would say entertainer, but I like creator. I would say because it seems like you like to entertain.
But I love to entertain too. Yeah, I love entertain. That is my favorite part.
What was that first record that you recorded and everybody started buzzing with, and you was like, "Oh, this it."
You talking about before Trouble or Trouble? Or after Trouble? I mean, after Trouble was Trouble. Let's see. Bessie. I can say Jet Ski. Jet Ski.
That was that one?
Yeah. That was the one. That was the one that got me the most. That was crazy because, like I said, I started with Nietzsche. My CEO of Ugly Money Entertainment. I'm the first lady of Ugly Money. And he came with this record and he was like, I got this record. And I'm like, okay, cool, let's try it out. Cause he had it for some other dude, but the shit didn't work out. Like, and he was like, nah, let me just shout on a female. And I did it and I executed. And he loved it. And ever since then, like that record has done numbers. Like it done hit 1.1 million views.
That's hard.
Yeah, and for that to be my first like record with a label to drop, that's big. And like I said, even like breaking a new artist that came from nothing, nobody knew nothing, and I got a whole name in Atlanta right now. Like I can't go nowhere without people calling my name or knowing who I am. And it's just crazy how everything happened so fast.
You linked up with Ugly Money. Shout out to Ugly Money. Like, how did that come about? How did y'all link up? Which I ain't gonna hold you. What y'all doing together? Yeah. It's so hard, and I don't think. Yeah. I think it's a perfect connection with what y'all got going. You feel me? Everybody. relationship ain't gonna be the same with that person. But then when you find that person and your work ethic and their work ethic on the same level, it's gonna balance out. See, some niggas be thinking, oh, I'm gonna get with bruh, I'm gonna get with sir, I'm gonna take off. Nah, it's hidden gems to this shit. Like, these niggas working.
Crazy. It all started with a DM. He, okay, so let's go back. You know, when Fujiano popped off.
Yeah.
I actually was gonna enter in that same little competition thing, but I was like, nah, I gotta work at Olive Garden, so I ain't go. And then, which was Nietzsche was the judge for that. I didn't even know at the time, but Nietzsche was the judge. He actually picked Fujiano. And so I ended up running across Nietzsche through Instagram, where he had like a showcase that night, well, the next day. But I was gonna try to go to that too, and I had a flyer made and everything, but I didn't go because I had to work, so cancel that. So I guess he was noticing me like acquiring for stuff, but I never showed up. And he inboxed me and was like, "Let's have a sit down." That was exactly where he said, "Let's have a sit down." I was like, "Okay, cool." So I got off one day in my Olive Garden clothes and went down there to Atlanta and had a sit down with him. And we just had a conversation. He was like, "Where do you see yourself?" And I was telling him, big. Like, I see dollar signs. He said, "I see that too." And ever since then, he gave me a chance. Like, we went to the studio that night. I recorded. He loved it. And I just kept going back and forth to from Albany to Atlanta, recording with him every other day, to the point where he thought I was living in Atlanta. So he fell in love with my work ethics. And he seen that I was my ambitious, like he loved my ambitious, like he seen I was really hungry for it. And he was like, "You know what? I ain't never did this before. I ain't never managed an artist before. I know you ain't never did none of this either. Yeah. Let's give it a try."
Y'all just taking chances.
Yeah, we did all of this in his house. We started everything in his house, and let's try it out. And to now where we got like a 5,000 square feet building.
Y'all going crazy.
We got artists, we got music summits, we doing tours, and it's just going crazy right now. Like, podcast. Yeah.
Like, I don't want to take nothing from your grind and your success, but when y'all linked up,
facts,
your shit went crazy. I was oh, and that was my first time being introduced to Bruce. I was like, you a solid one. Like I said, everybody ain't gonna have the same engagement, but shit, if it meant to be, that shit gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
What we got going on now, man? What we doing?
Oh man, we just had the Ugly Money Music Summit, and we just signed it. Well, I don't think we signed it, but we just gave away like $20,000, and he got like this big ass trophy. But I think he got like a management deal. Shout out to big homie Max. He from Ohio. Like, my fan base is crazy in Ohio. They love me. I'm finna drop an EP, Hate Being a Girl. What else I got? I've been filming on this show called Whole Face. So I'm getting my little acting on, y'all.
Hey.
Also, I got my own, what that stuff called, a little CBD. Got my own pre-rolls called First Lady.
I got mine too. Coming too. Get the good shape pre-rolls on the way.
Called First Lady and Guala. And then, what else? I don't know. I got a lot going on.
Big motion.
Big motion.
Big motion. Big motion. Yeah. Before we get up out of here, man, I see you moving around a lot. You in a lot of rooms. It's going to be two questions. Mm-hmm. Who was the person that you was in the room with that you was like, oh shit, I'm really around this person? And who would you like to work with going forward? Like, who was like on the number one I want to work with going forward?
Jazzy Faye.
Jazzy Faye.
I was in the room with Jazzy Faye. Jazzy Faye called me. And I was in the room with him, and then I got a phone call from him, which was crazy. But yeah, that was crazy. So be on the lookout for that. And who I would love to work with? Oh yeah, it was crazy too. Murphy Lee. He loved me. Yeah. He's a fan of me. I'm on his album. We linked up and did some stuff together too. But who else? There's so many big people that I didn't expect. Like, these same people I used to watch when I was younger on TV. Nicki Minaj. I would love to work with her. Yeah. I think it'd be crazy now saying China Monai and Nicki Minaj in the same room. Stop playing.
No, I said that was the last question, but this is the last question for real. You think anybody, you know the history. Mm-hmm. If you're not, I'll help you figure it out.
Right.
Do you think anybody could fuck with you as a female artist from the 229? As a female, any female out there that could fuck with you?
No.
That's what I'm talking about. Big China, not the little
biggest. One. Yeah.
Big China, not the little one. I ain't want to start no shit. I just wanted to ask that question. They're one of my favorites.
These are facts. And if you can prove me wrong, let's do it.
But honestly, I only say it's three. I only see three.
Three? Bet.
Right now. And y'all doing a damn good job with keeping this going.
Yeah, I seen. I know.
And y'all holding it down. You,
I got in mind. Who you talking about?
Bella Black and Bree Triller. Is the best thing.
I met Bree.
Bree hard too.
She's awesome. I met
y'all
her.
Like
she actually did a
y'all my favorites.
Interview with us at the podcast. She's dope. I admire her.
You and Bree Triller on the record. That'd be crazy.
She going crazy right now. She going crazy.
All y'all going crazy though. Y'all. One thing about it though, and y'all make the 229 look so good, bro. Y'all some black beautiful ladies. Yeah, y'all talented. Y'all ain't out here going crazy. Y'all have y'all moments where y'all just do a little too much. But we understand the business.
It's too much.
You know, come on, man. I can't say that. I got daughters.
See, that's why I hate being a girl. You see what I'm saying? That's why I got to eat.
My too much is different because I'm a girl dad. So if I wasn't a girl dad, it's perfectly fine with me. But since I'm a girl dad, it's like we got to slow it down.
This is the world.
But I love it. You're doing your thing.
Thank you.
I know. You know we got to get you in the booth, right?
Most definitely. Let's do it.
Finna go crazy, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Check the mic. China Monai in the building. Big player of the mail. Finna hit the booth, man. Let's do it.
Draco. 33 on me like pimpin', bitch. That mean that I got that 30. But 3 extra rounds for 3 extra hoes. I ain't Megan, I ain't Cardi. I ain't Beyonce, I ain't Nicki. I ain't Young and Mayo Remy. I ain't Lizzo, I ain't Iggy. I ain't say your fucking name, so why you all up in my business, bitch? Huh? Spin the block like more to come back. Had to finish. I ain't talking about no candy. When I say I want them M&Ms, put that nigga on some pussy in the bag. He was star, I cut him off. Had the appetite his ass. Came a long, long way from me not having shit. Now they calling me the bag lady, cause I bag a bitch. Ugly money, diamonds, picture perfect, Mona Lisa. I did this in 33 days, started pimping. Bitch, you try to cross that gun line, get hit with the biscuit. I see now y'all hoes too broke to even pay attention. Snatch the review out the sprinter, we got tunnel vision. 2020 hoes can see me like I'm gone missing. Introduce your baby daddy to this water slide. Heard I had some smoke, I told him no, that boy about to slide. Yeah, bitch, I'm all time. Went to sleep, count sheet, woke up more time. Y'all I said this on me, bitch, I live a boss life. Money talk, kept with what you say, I pay the price. Yeah, bitch, I'm all time. Went to sleep, count the sheet, woke up more time. Don't play with your life, 30 days, 30 nights. I was really out here getting to it, roll the dice. Ugly money, diamonds, picture perfect, Mona Lisa. I did this in 33 days, got a pimpin', no love for snitch. Or a bitch that disrespect the kitchen. We working in it, we got glizzies and we up them bitches. I go so hard, be like Nietzsche, better up the ticket. It's ugly money business, I'm going, they coming with me. Got to forgive me, ain't no blemish on my fucking image. I suit up quick and been that corner, y'all don't fucking hit me. Rookie season got a ring, fuck the competition. I did this in 33 days, got a pimpin'. Introduce your baby daddy to this water slide. Heard I had some smoke, I told him no, that boy about to slide. Yeah, bitch, I'm all time. Went to sleep, count sheet, woke up more time. Y'all I say this on me, bitch, I live a boss life. Money talk, kept with what you say, I pay the price. Yeah, bitch, I'm all time. Went to sleep, count the sheet, woke up more time. 33 up in that clip, tall as Patrick Ewing. You and me, we got that pot boiling, money stewing. Yeah, bitch, I'm all time. Went to sleep, count the sheet, woke up more time. Ugly money, diamonds, picture perfect, Mona Lisa. I did this in 33 days, started pimping. Bitch, you try to cross that gun line, get hit with the biscuit. I see now y'all hoes too broke to even pay attention. Snatch the review out the sprinter, we got tunnel vision. 2020 hoes can see me like I'm gone missing. Ugly money pendant, BBS the stones in it. Buddy talking English, I'm like, boo, what's wrong with him? Let the drums hit him. 33, that's 30, and 3 extra for the ones in the back.
Check the Mic has been brought to you by Platinum Sound Recording Studio, American Jane Clothing, and ToyDrip.com.
T29 TV.